Part 2. Conduct of the slave trade across the Atlantic. Slave traders, or slavers, as they were sometimes called, bought their slaves from West Africans. Many of the slaves sold to Europeans were war captives, but in the Niger Delta, they were often men and women said to have been eaten by the Arochuku and other oracles. Sometimes Europeans attempted to obtain their supply of slaves themselves by kidnapping defenseless natives, as in the notorious case of John Hawkins, but this tactic generally met with failure because African middlemen and their chiefs and kings were opposed to it. Apart from their horror at these attacks, the powerful African middlemen in the slave trade had no wish to be cut out of the profits by the direct dealings of the Europeans. Often, they refused to have any further commercial dealings with this kind of foreign merchant. Moreover, until the 19th century, Europeans coming to West Africa were not militarily strong enough to overcome the African rulers by force, for these latter also had firearms and standing armies. And European power in West Africa at this time did not extend beyond gunshot range of their forts. So, for their supply of slaves, they had to rely heavily on the coastal middlemen who obtained their slaves from the interior.